Hello there. What is going on, everyone? Today we have a real treat. We are going to be taking a look at one of the latest new items in the Monster Scenery line from Monster Fight Club. This is the Evergreen Pine Forest pre-painted tabletop scenery set. This is a very, very cool set of trees and area terrain that you can use for dioramas, Dungeons and Dragons or RPG or role-playing games, or your tabletop skirmish games like Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, Legion. Of course, I'm going to do a lot of Legion coverage here, or virtually anything. Because, hey, every planet has trees, whether it's in the past, present, or the future. Trees are always there. Well, we kind of hope that they always will be, right? So very, very cool looking set here. We're going to take a look at this. This is, this is kind of an expanding upon a lot of the outdoor terrain. We've already looked at a lot of different Monster Fight Club trees and other pieces of terrain in the past, and this is a very, very cool new line. I think you guys are going to like this. I've been kind of very eager to see these, and if you watched some of my Gen Con footage, you will have seen that as well. Now, big thanks to Monster Fight Club. They did send this out for me to look at, and we're going to be doing some very cool stuff with this, so stay tuned. If you haven't already, check the links in the description below. If you want to check out your own Monster Fight Club stuff, you can head over to their website. I'm going to have a link for that in the video description, and also check the social media links in there, because we're going to be posting some photos and doing some really cool stuff with this, trying to replicate some indoor scenery, which I think this is going to be very, very good for. Also, we are doing a big, as I open this up, I want to remind you guys about the big lightsaber giveaway we're running. That's running all the way through the end of the year. You just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos to enter to win that. So first off, we have a kind of a plot of area terrain. This is double-sided, and this is kind of like your basic playmat material. It's got that neoprene in there with the nice green kind of multi-terrain type print on here. We got a little bit of rock stuff, a little bit of leaves, and a little bit of kind of scattered dirt and stuff. So this can work on lots of different tabletop settings. And then on the other side, you have a pond. This could be like a shallow pond, it could be a deep pond, it could be impassable terrain, it could be difficult terrain, it can all be area terrain as well. And so that's a really cool, and all of these sets, or just about all of these sets, they come with like more than just one thing, right? So you're getting a whole lot of cool stuff in here. We're getting all of this pre-painted as well. Now, I believe they do have like a non-pre-painted option. I know in one of their Kickstarters that there were some options where you could paint stuff yourself, or if you want, you can repaint these. But they come in pre-painted options that are really, really nice, because a lot of folks want to be able to have terrain that you can just grab and go, and this is really fitting the bill for that. Now, this is kind of going to look like a little bit like Christmas tree type of stuff, where you can stack these on top of each other, but you don't just have to do that. There's a lot more you can do, and we're gonna kind of pull everything out of the bags here and just break it all down. So let's do that. All right, so I've kind of laid everything out. We've got basically 7 different treetop pieces and 3 bases of varying heights. We've got one stump, so we have adding a little bit of scatter terrain here. This one has been destroyed. And of course, it is pre-painted quite exquisitely here. I mean, they did a great job. This is the color of the basic plastic too, and you can see that you've got all your different layers in there, as well as some differentiation for the interior bark. And then you have these 2 different height tree bases here that are going to be how you put all of these on, and they are going to stack. Now, we've seen trees before that just have a single piece that rests on top, but these are going to be variables, so you can put however many you want on these. So if you want to make like a shorter tree, you can just put like one of these on top and be good to go. And if, as you can see on the inside, there is a little sort of groove in there where these can go in, and they can kind of lock in. So they're not just going to be sitting loose. You can lock it in there pretty hard, and it will sit on there quite nicely. And you can go like that. You can start stacking them on top of each other as well if you want to get like the full pine tree option, which is super, super cool. And if you want it to be maybe taller, maybe you take this one off. You can do it any way you want, really. You can just do these 2. And now I've got kind of a shorter tree that's a little more barren. But in this, and if you want to get a whole bunch of these trees, you can do stuff like this and add a whole bunch of variety to your forest. And if you like to customize your terrain at all. You can put like some squirrels or birds on some of these perches if you want to just have like the top part there. Although I don't know if I would do just that. That one looks a little weird to me to do it just like that. But yeah, and this is the shorter tree. We can also do a bigger tree. Let's put one with like all the bases on there. I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we've got, I'm gonna have to zoom out a little bit because this tree is so big, I can't even get the whole thing in the shot. Let me zoom out a little bit more and get a better look at this. All right, so I've zoomed out a little bit because I wanna get a couple of Legion minis in here, and I just wanna show you that they totally fit underneath the trees. And these are pretty standard minis, so if you guys follow my channel quite a bit, you're gonna know that I do cover a lot of Star Wars Legion, but they totally fit underneath these trees, so you can have them decorating the battlefield, but also not interfering with unit movement. But this is the shorter tree, so just to give you like a sense of scale, look at how much bigger this larger tree is. I mean, this is massive. Let me get a measure and show you just how tall it is. All right, so using a drop down here, this one here is about 6.5 inches. And that's how I built the shorter tree. The taller tree here comes up as actually just at about 9 inches for the taller tree. And that's just kind of in the basic configuration because I can totally make it taller if I want. Heck, let's see. I could probably put all of them on here if I really wanted to. And oh my goodness, now that's a lot of tree, but you can do it. They'll all fit. Wow, we gotta zoom out for this one. Look at that. I probably wouldn't do quite that much on one, but yeah, you can really do some crazy stuff there. Also want to demonstrate some of the versatility here and talk about one of the reasons that I like Monster Fight Club's terrain so very much, because you can do so much more with it than just put it down and it'd be done with it. For example, like the fact that this is double-sided. So I love things like this. These are just really great area terrain pieces. I can put a couple of trees on there and just say, okay, well, you know what? This whole thing is now heavy cover area terrain. So if I want to move Anakin and some clone troopers in there, I can do that. And now all of a sudden we decide before the game, this whole piece is just heavy cover, like a thicker wooded forest, and we're done with that, right? It's a difficult move in. They benefit from heavy cover. Any of these droids who are shooting at them, they automatically get the heavy cover from being in there, and then Darth Maul's going to have to enter the forest if he wants to fight them. Face to face. So, we've got that whole option, but let's say, I don't want to use the area terrain. Maybe I want to do things a little differently. Maybe I want the trees to be standalone. I can do a lot. I can flip this over, just use this as a pond. It's still area terrain, but now it can be just a pond and people have to cross it or not cross it. Maybe speeders can fly over it. People want to move around it, and I can use these trees just kind of by themselves. Well, I can take these off. I don't actually have to use the bark portion or the bases of the trees. I can just have them more like Christmas trees. And of course, as you're getting close to holiday time, this is actually a really, really nice holiday gift for a gamer in your life or something to put on your list for Santa. Make sure you and by the way, if you're an adult and you're getting to that point where, I'm tired of getting ties and socks for Christmas gifts or whatever, I'm going to tell you what I do. Make like a Google Doc, right? A Google document, and you put things that you want with links in them, and just throughout the year, whenever you want something, you put it down just to remind yourself, and then you can share that Google Doc with your loved ones. Like, by the way, if you're looking for something for me, I keep this updated all year long, so here's ideas for gifts for me, right? And so you can put something like this down, and then all of a sudden they get, you update your Google spreadsheet or your Google Doc, and then send it to your wife, your mom, your kids, your boss, your fellow gamers. Great for oh my gosh, these are really, really good if you're doing like a dirty Santa, like a gift swap or something like that. Show up with some terrain like this, people are going to love it, whether they're gamers or not, if they're just doing dioramas or whatever. So you have a lot of options here to make. You can do like smaller Christmas trees. You can actually do like 4 different trees with all of this. Like I'm gonna do like this one. I'm gonna do let's see, I'm gonna do this one here. There we go. So I can do a kind of a smaller one right there, and then 2 that are kind of by themselves, just kind of lower cut bushes, and of course the stump. So you can have you can have a lot of different pieces just from this one set. And that's really cool. And of course, it's all compatible with, you know, more of them. You can, again, you already saw me stack one crazy high. See, there's a whole lot more that you can do if you want to make it grow to bigger heights, or you can even run these kind of by themselves. And I'm thinking back to what's that planet Vader lives on? Mustafar? Like when there was that scene in Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, where they were cutting down people. Like there was still a forest on Mustafar, but like most of the everything had been burnt off. So if you wanted to do like a battered forest, you have a lot of these where everything had been burnt off too. So you can totally do them without the leaves at all, and that absolutely works. So a lot of cool stuff you can do there. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for the Evergreen Pine Forest pre-painted tabletop scenery set from Monster Fight Club's Monster Scenery line. Again, big thanks to Monster Fight Club for sending this out. We've got some more goodies to take a look at real soon, so stay tuned. We've got some cool battle reports planned. We've got a lot more Monster Fight Club stuff to take a look at, so definitely make sure you stick around, stay tuned, click that subscribe button, like, share the video, check out Monster Fight Club's website, check out some of the awesome stuff that they have. Really, really great way to spice up your games of Legion or Warhammer or RPGs. Lots of really cool options for like D&D and stuff like that too. Spice up your campaigns, and we're going to be taking a look at even more of it. I will talk to you guys later. Also, big thanks to my patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing and help make this channel possible. So make sure to, click those links in the description below. Check out social media. You won't want to miss some of the awesome pictures that I'm going to have show up. Jump in our Discord and share some of your thoughts and keep the discussion going there as well. I will talk to you guys later. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. So say we all. Always wash your socks and party on, dudes.